Okay, so I just want to show you how to connect with the Anatomy and Physiology Revealed. This will be helpful for your first set of lab exercises in week one, especially as it relates to body orientation. So this is my view as an instructor. But anyway, you're going to click here on Bio 203, 2014 Summer Online. I'll put this to student view. I don't have any assigned work yet, but if you go to this cadaver dissection tool here, it should be helpful for you. So this is Anatomy and Physiology Revealed. It's a anatomy physiology online kind of virtual software. This takes a bit of time to open. And this is the important part. So the module that's going to be most relevant to you here is the one related to body orientation. We may go through some of these other ones as we go through the course, but this is where we're interested in for now. So there's two kinds of study areas that you can select. The most important one is the dissection tool, which is here. This is a quiz you can take to see if you understand what it is that you're reading. So some topics. So the topics that are most of interest to us in this first part are body position and planes of section. So this is body position. So this is what we call anatomical position here. This is a prone position, and this is a supine position. So those are three terms that you can now sort of hopefully understand by looking at some of these pictures. Another important area is planes of section. So planes of section are shown here. There's also equivalent images to this in your lab book, but anyway, this is a coronal plane. So coronal is like a crown, so you can imagine a crown kind of sitting on the head here and kind of cutting this person right in half, making an anterior portion here and a or ventral portion and a posterior portion, or sometimes called a dorsal portion here, depending on if we're talking about humans or animals. So that's a coronal. Mid-sagittal or so here's a sagittal. Sagittal is right through the middle. This term sagittal refers to like Sagittarius, which is an arrow, and that kind of gives you a cut straight through. You can imagine sort of a arrow piercing this guy right down the middle. So that's a sagittal. Mid-sagittal is cutting through sort of just off center. So if this is sagittal here, mid-sagittal would be this one here, so just off center a little bit. So that's relevant. And then there's also other things like directional terms, which you can look at. So what's anterior mean? What does posterior mean? That means back. Lateral means to the side. Medial means to the middle, etc. So you can play around with this. I would say that these areas here, all these body orientation things are quite important. So there's also cavities and organ systems that you're going to be asked to think about as the course kind of goes on. So that hopefully will be helpful. And yeah, again, if you have any questions, just let me know.